Hello and welcome to this edition of the Grow With Moin Podcast. I am your host, Moin Zafar, and I am on YouTube. So for those of you who are listening on a non-YouTube application, just know that there's now a way to put a face to the voice or voices when I have guests on. Some of my episodes have already been uploaded on YouTube, and just letting you guys know that any future episodes, solo or with guests, will be up on YouTube whenever the episodes are released every week. So be sure to check it out, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, so today I want to get into routines and rituals, everyday routines and rituals. And this is something that has been talked out a lot, but maybe because it has been talked about a lot, it gets ignored a lot. I don't know, but I want to touch on this topic today, and I want to draw from my own experiences as well. And this is about morning routines and also night routines because they're both good. And before I start talking about it, I just don't want to put myself on a pedestal here. I follow these routines as consistently as I can, and it does not happen every single day of the year, but these are my most consistent practices. And because sometimes I do them, usually I do them, and when I don't do them, I know the difference. And so allow me to share that wisdom with you. So my morning routine usually starts off with not having my phone on me. So when I do go to bed, I have my phone in the other room, and that's due to EMFs, and that's a whole nother topic that we can dive into for another time. But I do have it in another room. I don't have it with me. When I am preparing for bed, I have my anti-blue light glasses on, which are not here. And rightly so, because it's daytime right now. So blue light glasses usually stop the blue light from your phones or from your laptop, and blue light diminishes the production or inhibits the production of melatonin from your brain, which is the chemical that tells your body that it is time to sleep. So that's what blue light does. And if you're someone who's on your phone before bedtime and not figuring out why you can't fall asleep, it's the blue light. So morning routines. So I wake up with a gratitude practice. I like to do that every morning. It just sort of fuels you right away. I don't look at my phone. It's off somewhere in La La Land in another room. So I do what I want to do in the morning. So meditation or a gratitude practice, followed by exercise, followed by breakfast, shower. Sometimes I shower in the morning, sometimes I shower at night, depends. So when I have got these very basic things down, I turn my phone on and look at all the notifications and the emails, and it helps me feel centered and anchored, as opposed to the time where I'm in my bed and I literally go to the other room, grab my phone, and get back into bed, and I start scrolling through. And then I notice the days just sort of flies by, and staying 5 or 10 minutes in my bed after waking up, it usually maybe turns into 30 minutes or an hour. I'm like, oh, it's already so late. And because I've been looking at different notifications, different apps, my mind is already scattered, and the entire day feels scattered to me when I look at my phone right away, as opposed to when I'm doing my rituals. I wake up with my gratitude practice. I wake up, I make my bed, I have my breakfast, or I work out and then I have my breakfast. And then I look at my electronic devices, and, I feel anchored and present and calm and just have a peace of mind the entire day. And I don't get derailed easily. So that's the value morning practices do have for me. When I do feel them, it's all when I don't do the routines, I'm all scattered everywhere. So if you're someone who's looking to have a practice, you don't have to do a bunch of things. you don't have to even be grateful, even though it has, proven scientific benefits now. The gratitude practice, it gets your brain into a state where you get better at solving problems, multitasking, creativity, and all that stuff. We can dive into that another time as well, because that's another rabbit hole. Right, so gratitude, if you're someone who has a workout planned for the day and you usually do it in the morning, do it without looking at your phone. Just get up, get ready, do your workout, shower, come back, and then open your phone. I promise it's a very anchoring and rewarding practice, and it's gonna trickle down throughout your entire day, and you'll feel that, trust me. But yeah, start whatever you feel like your morning routine is, and I highly recommend not having your phone on or switching it on. You can switch it on and leave it in the other room. Just don't do it, because even if you look at one notification, you just get sucked in. I've been there. So that's my thing about routines. And it's not just me who's doing it, right? So if you follow other successful people, Ben Greenfield, Gary Vaynerchuk, Tony Robbins, Vishen Lakhiani, Jay Shetty, Lewis Howes, Dean Graziosi, all of these people, they talk about routines and practices every morning. And they're not just saying that. These things do actually have benefits to them. And it's not something that's really woo-woo and way out there. And the problem with most solutions are that they're so simple that people don't really take them seriously. This is a simple solution to have yourself anchored throughout the day, and it really works. There's no other way to say it. So if listening to this podcast episode inspires you to try a practice, even for a couple of days, you'll notice the difference. It's astounding. That is all that I have to say for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this edition of the Grow With Moin podcast. If you feel like you need any help or support regarding practices, designing practices, following through with practices, let me know. Reach out to me. Right now, I'm doing 30-minute free conversations with people who are reaching out to me. It is for a limited time until the end of this year. And I'm not selling you anything on these conversations. You come to me with questions, I answer them, and I add as much value as I can. And there's no commitment to it as well. So make the most of this offer, guys. So if you feel like you need help and I can help you in any way, and I do work around using fear as fuel for growth regarding that business idea that you have, because there's a fear element that's involved every time that you're taking a move that feels risky, something that you've never done before. And I still feel it whenever I'm venturing out into new avenues. So it's a very real thing. I've experienced with it, and I can offer help. And I have these modalities now, neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. There's another thing called Psych-K that I can practice. And it's all about working with subconscious beliefs, transforming them, and moving forward with power and purpose. So if this feels appropriate for you, reach out and we can have a conversation. You can reach out to me on my Instagram at the Grow With Moin Podcast, or on my personal Instagram page, MoinZR, MoinZR. As always, have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch you guys soon, or even talk to you soon. Take care.